The 2024 Color Changers mainline really did start off on a very, very high note with the anticipated release of Jeff Gorvet, who just kind of came out of nowhere. I really didn't expect him to make a brand new Cars 2 character as a color changer for the first time ever this year, but they did. And then they kind of continued all of the excitement with the re release of DJ. He now changes to a brand new color, that's yellow. Pretty darn cool, you know? But now that the year is kind of coming to a close, I know it's really only like midway through the year in real life, for the calendar year of 2024. It's only like July when I'm making this video, but the color changers line is actually done, and it's been done for a few months. Just took me a while to get these two final color changers. Well, now you can tell that there's definitely not as much excitement. You know, they really did start off on a high note, and now that we're nearing the end of the year, I don't know, there's not really much going for the line. Here we have two new variants, kind of new variants. I mean, they are new, but still, come on. They're kind of boring in a way, at least to me. Revo Kos and the Fabulous Hudson Hornet. But whatever, welcome on back to the Cars Garage, everyone. I really shouldn't be complaining. Like, I'm not the one that should be complaining. People complaining should be the people that already had the 2022 variant of Revo as a color changer, and same with the Fabulous Hudson Hornet, although I think he was released in 2021 last. But, you know, I don't actually have those ones, so I really shouldn't be complaining. These guys really don't look bad, and I am kind of excited, especially for Doc, who it's definitely taken me a little bit to find. I don't really know why. I did find him pretty early on at Toys R Us, but he was $15. Didn't really have the money on me at the time, and I just didn't really feel like picking him up that day. But, you know, kind of wish I did, because then I would have been able to make this video a lot sooner. But luckily, I did just find him today at good old Wally Mart in Amherstburg. So that was cool. He changes from yellow to blue now, before when they did him last with this fabulous paint job. It was in like 2021, I think, late in the year, and he changed from red to blue. So I think that was a better color combo, you know, color swap. But whatever, this one's still kind of cool. And then Revo Kos here, he's just such a random character to do a variant of so early on, because we just got him for the first time as a color changer in 2022. He was the first Cars on the Road color changer that they did, along with That's Jammin', before he changed from his light blue color to purple, and now he changes from dark blue to light blue. So the light blue is the same, should be for the most part, but now we got dark blue instead of purple. So, I mean, that's even worse. This is definitely not an upgrade in any way, because purple is a lot more different than light blue than dark blue is, you know what I mean? But whatever, kind of cool still to me. Does not have the Cars on the Road packaging style, which is kind of funny. Obviously, 2024, so they did drop it. But all the re-releases that they're doing this year, like Diana Giordano and President Mater, I believe. Actually, no, they're not doing him. I did see Critter Buster McQueen when I went today. Well, all of them, they still have the Cars on the Road packaging. So Revo's the odd one out. He's the only one without it. So I don't really know why. You can find both of these guys in 2024 Color Changers Case W, though. So, you know, it should be out now, I think, fully for you guys to find. You should be able to find both of them throughout the summer, which is cool, because these are really summer toys in a way, kind of, but you can play with them any time of year. On the back, we got all the info on how to color change them. Pretty cool. Dark blue to light blue. And then for the Hudson Hornet here, the one and only, obviously he changes to yellow. I feel like it's just a weird color to see Doc in. You know, red made a lot more sense to me. But whatever, here he is on the back. Blue to yellow. Pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, without any further ado, I'll be right back with both of these guys all opened up. Well, once again, just like last time, and it seems like pretty much every time I review color changers, they are both already in their new colors. But whatever, I mean, we don't really get a surprise this time around, but it's okay. These guys really do look pretty nice, though, in their snazzy new colors. Obviously, Revo's in dark blue instead of light blue, and of course, the Fabulous Hudson Hornet is in yellow. It's funny because normally he would be the color that Revo is now, but nope. Not until he goes into the hot water will he be, or I guess it'd be the cold water probably. I'm sure that'll be what changes him to blue. Let's start off with Revo Costo. You know how we do things here on the Cars Garage. We always start by taking a look at the car just by themselves because I think that's how it should be done. A proper color changers review. Anyways, I do like the expression. I don't believe they changed it since the last time they did him as a color changer. But it's okay. He does have sticker eyes, which sucks. He has his cool little blown engine there. I like that a lot. It's a different expression from just a regular 155 scale diecast, so we'll give him that. That's actually kind of cool. I always like this expression, though, that they gave to Revo. His eyes are a little blurry, but I mean, his expression is nice. Nice, like a kind of cheeky looking grin he has. But here, it's more of a, I don't know, just a mellow kind of smile, but it's okay. I love how he's just so like kind of just like put together, like he was clearly once a car more like Revo Kos, or that's who he is. I meant to say River Scott because I always think they're the same car. I always call them the same names. I'm probably gonna do that several times this video, but yeah, he is kind of like Revo River Scott, but obviously he has like a lot of metal sheeting over parts that River was kind of like more exposed. He's kind of like Francesco with the open wheels. And so is this guy here, though, of course, actually even more so because he doesn't even have wheel wells, which is really cool. His wheel wells are just gone. He has a number 115 on the side, obviously, if you didn't already know, forgot to mention. He is in the salt fever of cars on the road, but I think that's pretty obvious considering he's a salt flats racer. Don't really know what this code here means. Says J12071. Probably just some sort of administration number or I don't know, division number, something like that. Something along those lines. I love that how he has the black tires though, not the salty, ugly, like sandy colored ones. They're so gross, like this one has here. I'm very happy they got it right for the color changer at least. Not on the 155 scale diecast though, the thing that really matters. The thing that's more of a toy gets it right. But oh well, on the back, another number 115 and then MCL. Don't really know what that means. Got his little window back there, all the screws in his trunk. And then this side is pretty much the same. 115 on the top, too. Pretty cool. I like Revo Kos a lot. On the bottom, nice black base. It's not ugly and salty looking like this one. Disgusting. If you didn't watch before, I did make a video painting all of the Salt Flats racers, all the 2022 ones, except for uh, Peggy Liner, because she was an exclusive one, of course, in the Big Salt Fever 9 pack. I painted all their wheels and tires, or their base and tires, black instead of the ugly salty color that they once were. So check that out if you haven't already. Copyright 2021, that makes me think, yeah, they definitely just use pretty much the same base, I guess, as before. I thought for a second it was the same as this one, but no. The writing's like the other way for some reason. The date stamp is 0244ST. Pretty cool. These are made in Vietnam, if you couldn't tell. There's not as much detail, though. Like you can tell on the base here, this thing, the exhaust that sticks out. Obviously, the ropes holding it together aren't really painted, which sucks, but whatever. That was like the only good part about the kind of base area on this 155 scale metal version of Revo. Everything else kind of sucks on them. Oh, and they did get the color here right, too, for the stripes here, like the little I don't know, sunburst design, I like to call it. It's purple, as it should be. On the metal one, they made it blue, dark blue. So I'm really happy they got it right on the color changer. That's cool. Also, the number doesn't seem to have really as much outline to it, but whatever. That's okay. It looks pretty cool. Anyways, next up, it is time to show Doc Hudson. Look at that. He's already starting to change back. That's weird. I guess we could just start color changing him now if you guys want to. Might as well. Let's start color changing him right now, and then we'll move on to Doc Hudson because I do want to kind of compare the both Revos now in light color. So let's move these on forward here, and we'll put him into the dunk tank. This is the warm water. It's not as warm as it was. That sucks because the air's on in the house. It's a hot summer day. Not as hot as normal, but it's still pretty hot. The air has been running all day, so yeah, still changed pretty nicely to the light blue color. I like that. Kind of matches this one now. It's not the same blue by any means. This one is much more teal. The number's a lot smaller on the roof too. So yeah, there's actually quite a few differences here. Also like these kind of spike thingies that he has are more curved on the color changer. Here they're more straight. I feel like everything's actually better on the color changer, surprisingly. A lot of that is because of the base and the wheels being the right color, black. And then also just the paint just looks better too. Or maybe he should be turquoise. I don't know. I guess if you kind of look at it that way, then I guess this one is two unique colors, but not really. you know, you could put any spin on it you want to, but it's still, I don't know. It's okay. It's a pretty cool color changer. I'm just, it sucks that we got another one. I kind of would have preferred I would have preferred them to just make a new one, but oh well. He looks so pretty cool in both colors. I think I like him better in the light blue though. I don't know. The dark blue, it kind of mixes weirdly with the purple in my opinion, but he's okay. Pretty cool. Anyways, next up, it is now time to take a look at the fabulous Hudson Hornet. I know I kind of already did Revo, but oh well. We'll zoom it back in. Now my hand's wet. See, that's why I don't normally do that, but I just wanted to compare the two a little bit more in the right color. The Fabulous Hudson Hornet in yellow. That is weird. It's definitely a sight for sore eyes. It's not bad. It's just some of the decals are yellow, so I don't know. It's throwing me off a little bit. I don't know if I like it or not. I did actually just do a full-on ranking of every single color changer's release that we've gotten since 2010 when the line started, and I put both of these guys pretty low on the list. I think I put both of them in like low C tier. So I don't know. That's not really saying much about them, but a lot of that is just because they're variants of cars we don't really need variants for. I mean, Doc's more understandable because he's a main character, but Revo, it's like, why the heck did they do him again? I don't know. But I guess it's okay for me. Like I said, didn't really have the original. But obviously, Doc 1951 Hudson Hornet looks pretty cool. Kind of plasticky though, like the whole front end. He doesn't have the decal there. Hudson logo. Does have his little hood ornament, and his headlights are nicely painted in silver. He does have this cool decal here. It's kind of blurry, but still kind of nice. The piston cup decal, pretty cool. And the fabulous Hudson Hornet text on the side. Hornet right there too. And the nice bright red rims. I like that a lot. Number 51 in the back. All the decals are kind of grainy though. I feel like that wasn't really the case with Revo. I don't really know why. Hornet text on the back. Very cool. Looks like a kind of like a Spitfire plane or something just flying around on Doc's trunk. They kind of embossed this little part here. I think it's supposed to say Hornet on it. Here, oh no, there it says Hornet. I guess that would say Hudson, I think then, or maybe it's not supposed to say anything. But I don't know. They didn't color it in, which is weird. And then this isn't even embossed. That's weird. Why did they do that? Maybe that was meant to go there. I don't know. It's way too small though. I'm not really sure what the heck is going on there. On the back though, he does have the red taillights, plasticky bumper. This side's the same, very grainy decals. I don't like that. And then the 51's on the top, and then the Hudson Hornet name there, also on the top. Pretty cool. I mean, his expression's kind of dull, but that's kind of how Doc is. He's usually kind of glum looking when we see him, but not when he's racing. So maybe they could have changed the expression. Whatever. On the base, nice and silver. It actually looks less plasticky than like the grill and stuff, which is weird. It doesn't look to be connected. You see a line there. The date stamp is 0184SD. Pretty cool. And yeah, that's really all I had to say about Doc all zoomed in. Here he is next to the regular Fabulous Hudson Hornet, but obviously this is the blue one, so not much of a comparison. Oh, here, look at that. There's a difference. This one doesn't have the text, the dirt track racer text on the tires. So that sucks. Can't really tell on the back. He also has more trim there. It goes all the way. That's weird. And here it's like cut off. I think this is the way it's supposed to be. Oddly enough. That's weird. The decals are a lot better, even on this Thailand one. Obviously, this is made in Vietnam, so it's not as good. Yeah, look at that. This one should say, what is it supposed to say? I think it just said, I don't know, Hornet again. I guess it's supposed to say Hornet twice. I don't know. They didn't put it on this one, and they also didn't put the Hudson text right there on like the trunk opener part. But oh well, that's okay. You gotta expect less kind of like quality control with color changers. They are more like, I guess you could almost refer to them as bat toys. So I think they're pretty good for what they are. Pretty much the same expression on both. I feel like even more glum looking on the color changer though. So poor Doc. But whatever. Let's test him out now. Put him into what? The cold water? I guess. Yeah, there we go. The cold water changes him to blue. Makes sense because it's dark. That's cool. This water is freezing cold. I put so much ice in it. Wow. Yeah, I'm surprised. The yellow looks better than I thought it would, to be honest. Online and on Mr. Doggett's review of this guy, I really saw that it was very green looking and it looked like mucus color, and I just thought, wow, it's ugly. I don't even want that one. That's why I wasn't too eager to pick him up. But the yellow looks pretty nice, and the blue looks okay too. In fact, I think the blue is actually worse than the yellow, which is not something I was expecting to be the case because you can see a lot of the yellow coming through, like the little lines and stuff, especially. I mean, that's how it normally is with color changers. Usually, if the colors are different enough from each other, they won't change 100%. But I think this one changes okay. Looks pretty good. Let's compare them now a little bit more to Doc, the regular Fabulous Hudson Hornet, the metal one. Obviously, the blue is, yeah, it's not very pure of a blue, but it's okay. It could be worse, that's for sure. It's more like a gray, kind of greeny looking blue. I don't really care for it, but at least they got all the decals right. They didn't put the dirt detailing on this one, of course. Most of the decals right, at least. They kind of screwed up on the back, but oh well. Everything else is pretty nice, and he's already changing back to yellow. That's surprising. I guess it's from me touching him. I don't know, my hands are warm maybe, but it's not warm in this room, so that is kind of weird. I don't know. We have the air on, like I said, the cool air, so that's kind of strange. But here he goes. Yeah, this water is not that warm, but yet he's changing really good. So maybe they improved the kind of like color change feature on these color changers. I doubt it, but that is weird because this is like warm, like it's like room temperature water. It's not that great. Not really scalding hot by any means. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because the cold water is so frigid cold that it's making the warm water change better, but you think they would do the opposite. I don't know. Yeah, I don't mind this Hudson Hornet in yellow. I mean, it would look better if all the decals were white with the red outline to them instead of being like yellow, because then it's just like a different kind of yellow, and I feel like it just looks weird. But I don't know. They both look pretty cool, both colors, blue or yellow. I like the yellow better, and then for this one, I like actually just the regular light blue color better, I think. But let's have some fun now. Bring the tanks closer to us, and let's just kind of have some fun with these guys. Put Doc into a little bit of half and half mode. Didn't really get it right in the center. Try that again. No, I got too far. Oh well. Looks like a gradient now. That's actually kind of cool. That looks nice. I like that half and half action. Pretty cool. And then Revo. Oh, he's changing back to light blue. It's my hands. It's definitely my hands that's doing it. Now he's back in dark blue. And now he's back in light blue. Yeah, it changes fast. I guess it's not that much of like warm temperature. I thought it was more warm temperature than it is. It's not so bad at all. Yeah, pretty cool. It's still hot. That's cool. I like I think out of the two of them, I think I kinda like Doc better just because it's Doc, but I don't even know if that checks out because I did just rank them all, like I said, on my big tier list video, and honestly, I don't even remember who I put in front of who. It really doesn't matter because my opinions on cars always are changing, it feels like. That looks cool. Now they're both the same color. That's funny. Both when they're in their cold water forms, they are both dark blue. It's obviously not the same shade of blue though. The Hudson Hornet is much more dull looking. I think if he had like the same dark blue as Revo, then you'd have a really, really outstanding looking Doc. But unfortunately, the yellow tones down the blue a lot, so it doesn't look 100% amazing. But it's not bad by any means. I think I like Revo maybe a little more, like his shade of blue a little more. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, you can tell it's not 100% scalding hot because he's already changing back. But whatever. Let's do a little bit of half and half action now. He's already changing. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's like the water is warm, kind of like room temperature now. It's getting colder. Now his eyelids are the wrong color. That's funny because the stickers on them. That's really weird looking. Looks like he painted his eyes or something. That's weird. Painted his eyelids and put makeup on or something. That's cool. Yeah, I like the dark blue, I guess, on Revo better than the light blue now that I look at it. And then with the Hudson Horn, I like the yellow better. So, yeah, both of their original or unique colors, I guess, are better than the old ones, which is kind of cool. Not something that always happens. I feel like lately I've been liking just the regular colors on them better than the new colors, but not for these guys, which is nice. Nice change of pace. These are some nice color changers. Let me know if you'll pick them up, though, in the comments below, or if you already have them. Let me know what you think of them, of course. Anyways, though, thank you as always for watching. Hope that you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time right here on the Cars Garage.